to take this opportunity to welcome and introduce our speaker, Professor Jayendra Kumar. He has completed his MPharm and PhD in pharmaceutical chemistry and has a vast teaching and research experience. He has served as director in 3 colleges running BPharm and MPharm courses. He has supervised 15 MPharm students for their dissertation and has more than 15 papers published in high impact factor journals. He has 1 Indian and 1 international patent to his credit. He has published 2 books and has written many book chapters for Elsevier publications. He has chaired scientific sessions at many national and international level conferences and is presently working as a professor at IMT. Sir, I would like to invite you to please share your insights with us.
Yeah, thank you, Anushka, for such a refined invitation. And today I must thank Ms. Ankita and the coordinator of the event and other delegates. And I also welcome the participants who are here on this event. So we live in a culture where we may see 2 types of individuals. Okay, a group of people who believe in things beyond science and they follow a spiritual path. But there are a group of others who thrive on making constant advances in science and technology. People who believe in technological miracles enjoy celebrating this National Science Day in the same manner as they love to celebrate their costumes and religious festivals. Science has pushed our limits. Everything around us is a product of science. You see anything around us. The National Science Day is for those who believe in science. Scientists, the younger ones who work hard to learn about science and technology, and those who enjoy scientific discoveries such as various scientific bodies of India and the people who are working in such organizations. So they are working very hard. And one such example you can see in this desperate times of COVID. So we have gone through first wave and then second wave last year, and recently the third wave of the Omicron is going on. But you see the development of vaccines, which may take a minimum of 10 to 15 years in the development. Our scientists, they have worked hard, and a bare minimum time of months, 12 to 15 months, we were here with the vaccine. Today, more than 75% of the population of the India and more than 50% population of all over worldwide, they have been inoculated. This has been possible because of hard work of a team of scientists all over throughout the world. So as of now, we have more than 21 jabs, 21 vaccines for this pandemic. So why to celebrate National Science Day? And what is it actually? So in 1928, an Indian scientist named Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman, in short we call him Sir C.V. Raman, he discovered a phenomenon known as Raman effect. For his remarkable discovery, he received the Nobel Prize in 1930, and for that, and that was actually the first Nobel Prize in India in the field of science. Every year, National Science Day is observed to celebrate this discovery. In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technological Communication, which is in short called as NCSTC, requested the February 28th, that is today, to be designated as the National Science Day by the Government of India. The occasion is now held in many schools, many colleges, all over universities, all over India, and other scientific organizations pertaining to engineering, medical, and research organizations throughout the India. So today, everybody is celebrating this day. It's an amazing day, which is dedicated for science. So last year, the theme for National Science Day was Future of STI. This implied the science should have a positive impact on education and that the learners should be more engaged in science and innovations. The topic was chosen to provide an improved understanding of the current scientific problems as well as the implications of research on learning, aptitude, and profession. Every year, the themes for such a day change, stressing a different facet of the society of the nation. The themes are meant to acknowledge the efforts of ordinary people, students, employees, public leaders, and representatives from different scientific institutions. The theme of National Science Day 2022 is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. So we are looking forward for a sustainable future, and we need science to come up with that. Students from various schools and colleges present different science projects today, while national and state science institutes present their most recent research findings, public speeches, radio, TV discussion shows, scientific movie exhibitions, science exhibitions based on the themes and concept, observations, live projects, and research demonstrations, different types of debates, quiz contests, lectures, scientific model displays. They can be working, non-working. And there are many events that are going today throughout the India to celebrate this day. So it is a waste of time to live without science. Do miracles happen? It would be a separate issue. But if you believe in science, you would always consider the logic behind that decision. We have been fortunate enough to see some amazing scientific studies, breakthroughs, and the technologies in the recent years. This day of celebration honors Sir C.V. Raman's exceptional contribution to research and discovery by providing hope and inspiration to future generations to pursue their dreams. Not to stop with just one discovery in any field, but to continue chasing the nation's credits in every way. So let us have a talk on some data and trends which were in top in 2021 and 2022, because we are talking on a sustainable future, and especially for pharma students. So I would like to quote a few examples and a few innovations which have been come up and which are going to come up, and what are the trends which are right now we are going through the trends in pharmaceutical sciences. So I'll discuss a few trends in which you can work and provide some inputs from you. So future of pharma industry depends on many trends. Okay, the one such trend and very important trend is artificial intelligence. Okay, the use of artificial intelligence is accelerating the drug discovery and development process. The startups are exploring the use of these technologies to address the various challenges in the pharma industry, such as automation and optimization of the manufacturing processes. And the big pharma companies are doing that. They are adopting the artificial intelligence at a very large scale. And the artificial intelligence is also being used to design effective marketing skills and post-launch strategies also. Patient identification is a crucial step in the drug discovery and development process, especially for conducting clinical trials. So in clinical trials industry also, the artificial intelligence is now very widely used. Artificial intelligence simplifies the identification of eligibility criteria in a clinical trial and the inclusion of patients, which patients to include and which to exclude, and also how to make the cohort identification process faster and cheaper. Okay, so let me quote some more examples into this. So I will talk about a Pangea data, which is actually a patient cohort identification. So Pangea data is a British startup that uses unsupervised artificial intelligence algorithms to identify patient cohorts for drug discovery, clinical trials, and real-world evidence studies. So the machine learning based software scans through the electronic health records, which are in short called as EHR, and unstructured doctors' notes to find the right patient based on the phenotype of the disease which we are working on. This startup also develops a library of artificial intelligence models for different disease areas. Okay. So there is one more startup into this artificial intelligence. This has come from the Canada. It is called as InVivo AI, InVivo Artificial Intelligence. So this Canadian startup InVivo AI develops novel algorithms for drug discovery. The startup uses different machine learning approaches, such as a few short learning, reinforcement learning, active learning, and representation learning to aid the drug discovery process. The deep learning solution uses small and noisy data sets to predict and optimize potential drug candidates, further eliminating the need of very large data sets of patients. So that's how the artificial intelligence, is working in pharma industry. And artificial intelligence, believe me, is the future of pharma industry. More and more big pharma giants like Johnson & Johnson, Novartis, and other big companies, they are coming into the artificial intelligence, and they are adopting this technology at a very fast pace. Okay, so artificial intelligence was the one venue which I discussed with you, that is opening the scientific discoveries for the pharma students. Another important thing is the big data and analytics. So what is the big data? And what is the analytics related to the big data? The pharma industry requires high performance systems to analyze the large volume of data generated during the drug discovery and development process. This data is such a huge data. We are calling it a big data. And we need to analyze this data to gather and to come up to a particular solution. Okay. So the pharmaceutical companies use third parties to share data with collaborators, making data management a crucial area of focus. The advancement in analytical techniques is also turning historical and real-time data available with the pharmaceutical companies into valuable assets for predictive diagnostics, prescriptive, and descriptive analytics. Moreover, these analytical techniques are used to almost, all types of medical data, from patient records to medical imaging to hospital data. These are just to name a few. So we have a large group of patients, we have a large group of diseases, we have a large group of data coming up for the patients. Even the patient records, the medical history of the patient, that creates itself a very big huge data. Here, the role comes in of the big data and the analytics of big data, which is now generating a large of jobs for our pharma students into this field. So I'll discuss with you one example of a Permil, which is a secure data collaboration, and which is a startup from Belgium. So this Belgian startup Permil develops a platform that allows data scientists to build application on confidential or sensitive data of organizations. So what it does, Paymil creates a synthetic version of the confidential data available with the pharmaceutical companies. This enables the restricted sharing of data with the third-party companies for business applications or different kinds of research collaborations. Pyramid solutions integrate within the customer's data architecture for the development of solutions such as predictive model for drug recommendations. So this big data is another avenue which will be future of pharma industry. Okay. Another thing, the third and important avenue is flexible production. So the pharma industry is exploring new ways of manufacturing due to the change of different market dynamics, such as small batches of precision medicines. So in the small batches of precision medicines, single-use bioreactors are now being used all over worldwide. So what is this single-use bioreactor? What is this terminology? So single-use bioreactors are gaining popularity as they reduce downtime and increase the productivity. They will increase the productivity. These bioreactors achieve this by eliminating complex steps like cleaning and validation between separate production stages. New types of bioreactor systems and the continuous manufacturing process address the increasing focus on biopharmaceuticals. In addition to eliminating downtime, continuous manufacturing has low energy needs, and it also achieves the high productivity, and it also minimizes the amount of waste. Okay. So different types of single-use bioreactors are now being widely used in the pharmaceutical industries. And this is a very big menu where the student can seek a job, and this is also going to create a big demand in the upcoming pharma industries. Okay. So many types of new startups are coming, which are providing these single-use bioreactor, like Sylaxis is one of them, and one startup from Belgium called Sequoia Technologies, which works in the continuous manufacturing optimization. They have also started this single-use bioreactors. Okay. So that was the third avenue where the large pharma giants are focusing on. Next is the precision medicine. So what is a precision medicine? This is also a new avenue in the coming years. Precision medicine comes from the idea of treating each patient as a unique individual. You can say specialized medicine for a specialized group of patients. That comes under the purview of precision medicine. Advancements in omic and data analysis also providing new insights into how the human body responds to the drugs. This knowledge, along with the advanced manufacturing methods such as additive manufacturing, is making personalized medicine a reality. Drug exposure models determining the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic properties of drugs for arriving at the right doses for drugs based on age, sex, and comorbidities and other clinical parameters. Okay. from the name of Exact Cure, which is providing this precision medicine. Okay. So Exact Cure, which is a French startup, offers a software solution for simulating the effect of drugs in patient's body based on personal characteristics of that particular patients. Okay, the startup makes use of population pharmacokinetics as well as scientific literature data for real-time prediction of efficacy and drug interaction on each individual for which they are applying it. So ExactCure is developing drug-specific exposure models for drug under investigation for the treatment of COVID-19 in such a pandemic. Okay. Another startup is the Tepthera, which is personalized cancer vaccine developed originally in Switzerland. Okay. So this Swiss startup in the name of Tepthera, it offers a platform technology for the identification of T-cell antigens. The MEDI platform helps in rapid identification of tumor-specific antigens from patients' human leukocyte antigens. After the selection of antigens, the solution okay. So this is the another avenue of precision medicine where the pharma industry is the future. Okay. Another is from pharmaceutics, which is called additive manufacturing. The need for precision medicine is also making pharmaceutical companies rethink about the manufacturing processes. A lot of research is underway for making advanced 3D printers that print tissues or cells. Just imagine we are printing tissues and cells. 3D printing of human tissues has great applications in drug development, organ engineering, and regenerative medicine. This allows the development of age or physiologically dependent medical formulations. That can be a precision pill. So bioprinters also help in pushing innovation in bioinks, tissue engineering, and microfluids. So I'll discuss with you one example. And one such startup has started in Britain. The name of the company is FabRx. Okay, so that you'll follow that company. FabRx is a British startup that manufactures 3D Medimaker. So what is this 3D Medimaker? It is a 3D printer for making personalized pills. Okay, personalized pills for personalized patients. So M3D Maker uses proprietary technology for direct powder extrusion. The single-step printing process uses a single screw extruder for the extrusion of powdered material. It manufactures pills with the properties such as sustained or delayed dose, and even multi-drug combinations also available. This printer also enables small batch production for clinical trials and precise personalized doses form for different kinds of individuals. Another startup which has come into this is Frontier Bio, which has its origin in the United States of America. So this startup, this US-based startup, Frontier Bio, it offers Flux One, which is a 3D bioprinter for making human tissues. The startup prints tissues as an effective way to test new pharmaceuticals. Frontier Bio addresses the limitations in making tissue having desirable structures and features with a good cell survival. Flux One employs the electrohydrodynamic printing, in short called as EHDP, electrohydrodynamic printing. This technique to deliver tissues with micro and nanoscale features, as well as higher cell survival rates. So this is another avenue where you see the pharma company is taking a lead. And if we are, in collaboration with such kinds of technologies, we can definitely contribute a lot. And it depends on our attitude whether to go for, traditional dosage form designs, or we can opt for such new avenues, which are the future for pharmaceutical industries. Okay. Another avenue which is coming up is the extended reality. In short, we call it XR, extended reality. It is also termed by many mixed reality, or you can say virtual reality, or you can say augmented reality. What is this? This is all these kinds of things. You can say an extended reality, or a mixed reality, or virtual reality. All of these things, they are enabling visualizations like never before in pharma industries. Pharma startups are exploring the possibilities of extended reality technologies in pharmaceutical research and manufacturing spheres. Extended reality tools enable data-rich and meaningful real-time location interaction among the research teams. Startups are making human augmentation in pharma a reality through extended reality wearables and tools. For example, I'll share you one startup which is started in the name of Nanome, N-A-N-O-M-E, Nanome Technologies. So Nanome is a US-based startup which offers a virtual reality collaborations tool for atomic, molecular, and protein visualizations. The virtual reality-based molecular visualization tool by Nanome imports molecular data from public databases or custom inputs. It lets the researchers design different kinds of proteins. Researchers can iterate 3D structures and also work in virtual workspace with global team members. Okay. Another link to this same is the 3D QSAR technologies. So QSAR stands for quantitative structure activity relationships. So under this QSAR arena, what a pharma scientist is working, they are working on the docking studies. So virtually, you can simulate a protein, and virtually you can make the drug candidate interact with the protein. You can see how the drug is interacting with the proteins based on their hydrophobic characters, lipophilic characters, and different other avenues. How a drug molecule is collaborating and docking, with the receptors, gives us basic idea whether it would be an effective candidate to become a drug or not. So various softwares have come up, like Schrodinger is one software, Autodoc is one software, and another software which is freely available is Discovery Studio. Many scientists all over the world, many students of MPharm, and even the faculties, they are using this free software, Discovery Studio, to come up with a library of molecules which can be possible drug candidates for future. So these are different avenues, and then there are certain other avenues like real world data which is coming up, and then digital therapeutics is also coming up, Curative therapeutics are also coming up. These are the new avenues in which pharma industry is looking for. So what is a curative therapy? There is a paradigm shift happening in the area of treating illnesses from managing disease to curing disease altogether. Curative therapies such as a cell or gene therapy are changing the way we deal with chronic disease or which are difficult to treat conditions by eliminating the need for long-term treatments. In gene therapy, genetic material is introduced into the cells to compensate for abnormal genes and to make a beneficial protein. Genetically engineered viruses are the most common vectors used for gene therapy. In a recent discoveries, we have seen in the news that scientists, they have developed a gene therapy through which they can cure the damaged retina of the eye. So they are enabling even the blind people to see. So such is the exciting word and the discovery which are coming up. And if we see, it's our decision in science as a pharmaceutical scientist, whether we want to go our traditional ways or we want to adopt to the new discoveries which are coming. So that depends. The decision will be ours. But I would suggest if you're coming into the drug discovery, you should adopt these newer techniques which are coming up and which are going to shape the pharma of India and all over the world. So with these words, I must thank once again Ms. Ankita and others for giving me opportunity today to speak on the topic. And I guess that the students, they must have received some information on the pharma industry, and through that they can they can cast their future. Thank you. Over to you, Anushka.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, our students watching this session have a few doubts, so I'll be addressing them on their behalf. So some students want to ask how to grow their innovative ideas into something meaningful.
Growing the innovative ideas into something meaningful, first, see, that comes under the purview of research methodology. Okay. So it depends on how we are pursuing. What are the problems? First, we need to identify the problems. Okay. Once we identify the problem, we need to come up with a solution. Okay. The solution, in a haphazard way, we should not come up with the solution. The solution should be such that first the technology must be developed, and it must be
Anushka?
Yes, ma'am. So now I would like
I think
to
sir is not available. I think we can
yes,
end the
ma'am.
session on his behalf, right?
Okay. Ma'am, now can I request Ojasvi ma'am for vote of thanks?
Yeah, please.
Now I would like to request Ojasvi ma'am to please deliver a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ojasvi Gupta, Assistant Professor in IMT College of Pharmacy. From the whole family of IMT, I would like to thank sir. Thank you so much, sir, for these words. It was a great honor to propose the vote of thanks from the whole family of IIMT. Your words was so motivating and enthusiastic. This speech will definitely help our students for our better future. You explain every perspective of science in a very simple way, including all the new techniques, including 3D printing, docking, QSAR, gene therapy. Thank you so much, sir, for this interesting session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would now like to take our leave from behalf of IMT College.